It's Daniel from UK Fault Reviews, and I have probably one of the most interesting comparisons, which is the 2017 shootout as of May 2017. So, as you can see, I have the Adidas boots on the right and Nike's boots on the left. And of course, I've featured the laceless Adidas boots, which are upcoming and probably revolutionary to the Adidas range, and of course, Nike's newest releases. Now, what you have on going left to right, you have the Superfly 5s, the Hypervenom 3 with the dynamic fit collar, the 17 plus Purecontrols, and of course the Adidas glitches. Now, I've got this range of boots. Unfortunately, I can't get the 17.1s, which I would have loved to have, purely because it is a lace boot. But since the latest technology is really developing and getting more popular among the younger generations, I might as well include the laceless boots. So what you get from both boots is generally the newest technology, which is a knitted upper or inner for the glitches. And of course, this is getting bigger and can only improve, but I feel as though Nike have probably had a little bit more experience and probably edge it by a little bit in terms of the quality and probably the sensation that you get when you touch the ball. And just overall, I feel as though Nike produced better boots. That's partly due to the lacing system is a little bit better, and of course with the Hypervenom Phantom 3, they developed it so that the lacing system is integrated with the upper itself. So let's start off with the left going rightwards. So we have the Superfly 5s, as you can see here. Now what you find with the Superfly 5s, it's a very narrow-footed player's boot, and what you're going to find is that if you're a wider foot player, you may need to go half size up. Features the dynamic fit collar and a super aggressive sole plate. Now what you find with a super aggressive sole plate is the fact that you get a lot more traction, and in terms of the speed that you get a little bit more compared to a conical or hexagonal stud, which is on the Hypervenom. And just the lacing system is standard. What you see is that the holes are not integrated with the upper, so unlike the Hypervenoms, these probably give you a little bit less lockdown, but of course give you a great amount of lockdown purely because you have those laces. As you can see, I've got the special edition EA Superfly, which do look really nice, but not my favourite colourway of all time. So on that note, let's move on to the Hypervenoms. Now what you're going to find with the Hypervenoms, these are true to size and feature the new fly knit construction for the Hypervenom. And it features all conditions control, very much like the Superfly to the left. And what you're going to find is that this is a boot more for the midfielded player and features some new technology, which of course is the integrated holes which go through the fly knit itself, and you're going to find a brand new sole plate for the Hypervenom 3, which features hexagonal, aggressive and longitudinal studs, which will give you a great variability in terms of what you want when turning or greater speed. And for the colour, I'm not a big fan of the newest colour, but the black and chrome edition of the Hypervenom look great, and very much like the Adidas Ace, they have better colorways than this. They've recently released the black colorway with, instead of chrome, they have a almost pink or raspberry red color that goes across the Adidas logo, and I believe the Adidas logo is in red as well. But overall, what you're going to find with this boot is going to be worn by very similar players by the Hypervenom, purely because it can do everything. And due to the fact that it is laceless, what you're going to find is the first fit that you put your foot in is generally the fit that you're going to get for the rest of the duration of the boot. It may soften up a little bit and may adapt to your feet, not that much, but of course you can only tell with time. It features the inner sole, which is Boost, and of course the sole is lined with Boost, which is a brand new feature and is very popular among younger generations in terms of style and comfortability. And of course features the stud pattern, which is very iconic to the Adidas range, and features conical studs, unlike any of the other boots in fact. And in terms of fitment, what you're going to find is that generally you would want to go half a size bigger. In Adidas, these are 8.5s, which do not fit me. I need to go for 9s, and I have tried these on, but the Hypervenoms do fit me. So definitely keep that in mind if you're thinking of purchasing these in the future. Now, going on to the Adidas Glitch, obviously the most revolutionary boot, and what you're going to find that in terms of fitment, they are incredibly tight, not necessarily for a narrow-footed player, but a wide-footed player can definitely fit in these. It's just the fact that they're incredibly tight. I find that a UK size 9 is best for me, and the fitment is just perfect. So definitely consider that when purchasing the boot, since I am at 8.5. And of course the stud pattern is a little bit different. It has these very unusually shaped studs. I don't know what to call them, but I can call them conical for the moment, but of course have imperfections in terms of how circular they are, and features that longitudinal stud right in the middle of the sole plate. And in terms of the upper, what you're going to find is that you can pick the upper. They've recently brought out a prime knit one, so maybe you want to go for that since it stretches and is a synthetic option, and also have a leather upper available. They also produce it in SG outer, so if you are looking to play with it in soft ground, this is definitely a great option for you. And if you live in England, somewhere where it's variable conditions, where it may rain suddenly, having the Glitch at your disposal may be a game changer, purely because you have that option to change your boots very quickly. And yeah, apart from that, it's really interesting shootout, purely because we've got newest technology out of all of them, and you have some real classics in here, such as the Superfly 5s, which have been developing since about 10-12 years ago, which has really seen a great development. And in terms of which one I would buy, I'm a great fan of the Hypervenom range, and what you'll find with the newest one is the fact that the fly knit upper makes a massive difference with the integrated flywire, as you can see here, and is probably my favourite aspects of the boot. And just making small changes to make it better has always been a great thing of Nike. But of course, I am a big fan of lace boots rather than laceless, just because you can adjust to your foot. And when thinking about purchasing these, they're all around the same price, so I wouldn't consider the price a massive factor. But of course, buying boots off eBay may be an option for you, and you can probably get the the two Nike boots as well as the Adidas 17 Plus Purecontrol for a cheaper price. However, the glitches, you can't necessarily find them for a cheaper price because they're only available in Britain, and our UK retail is £250 for the starter pack, which includes 2 skins and 1 inner skin. So yeah, that really brings me to the end of this video, guys. If you could comment which one you would have, that'd be greatly appreciated, since I'd like to know your views. If you could leave a like, that will also be appreciated. If you want more content like this, please subscribe. Alright, take care, guys.